more behind in credits. It's one of those things that you do in like a 1-on-2 lane. Here comes a big gank up top on Shazam. A tier 2 speed drop being used to get movement speed and attack speed in that area. Shazam actually uses his ultimate to get away, which I don't really blame him for.
Well, now with that, we see Team Raw Material getting the first EMP.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I feel like they're showing great teamwork. While Just Like to Assassinate maybe outplaying them in the lanes, there's more teamwork from our materials. But that being said, here comes Illyri with the gank on Cyborg. Is he going to get away? Oh, he's a teleport coming in. That's from Shazam, probably.
Yes, Shazam's the one with the teleport. And with that, they're able to get the EMP.
So it's a 1-for-1 EMP trade. So overall, it still is relatively even in kills. Deaths, it's even in objectives again. But Justice, I was about to say Justice League. Just Like to Assassinate, JLA throws me off. Still has that credit lead just from bullying the lanes a bit more, and they're going to use the fact that they're all together and grouped up to try to get the first Raider.
So here we see Team Raw Material still doesn't have any vision around there, so they don't really know that Just Like to Assassinate. I almost said Justice League because of you.
Yeah, my bad. Shazam. Last game, Shazam was played by Illyri. He was playing Atomic Wonder Woman, but almost went down to the first. Actually, did go down to the first Raider. And this time, Shazam again. Apparently, Raiders don't like Shazam.
Well, Shazam might be pulling so much threat from the Raider because of his shield, and he's doing some of the most damage this early level.
Yeah, I don't blame the Raider for wanting to take him out. This time it didn't succeed, though. This time Shazam survived, and the Raider went down. They decided to use that surveillance tower over here, and this is a very bold location to put it, but it's very rewarding if Raw Materials doesn't find it and take it out.
Last game, it took Raw Materials a long time for them to even find their first surveillance tower.
Yeah, that's such a powerful tool for vision, and it allows you to do things. You know, one of the strongest things placing a surveillance tower aggressively like that does is that Illyri's Atomic Wonder Woman knows there's no cameras in this area, which means he knows that if he wants to go for ganks, he can do them safely without being spotted. He knows he can come in from here because that surveillance tower lets him know there's no cameras. I don't get Cyborg just now puts a camera. I think that's barely out of range. So that camera's actually safe from the surveillance tower. But is he safe from Illyri? No, there's a Reclaimer ultimate going in on Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy's slowed.
We're going to see a double vault, possibly?
Oh,
yes.
Oh, there's the Bat Scream as well. Doesn't get Cyborg. Kind of unnecessary, but it was there to secure the kill if it was needed. So it was a good toss out regardless.
Yeah, that would have been a good kill to go to the marksman in that game.
Yes. Oh, dropping a tier 2 health deployable. One of the things, one of the big things in Infinite Crisis is deciding how to use the deployable. So, if you pick up the deployable once, you get a tier 1. But if you don't pick it up back at your base when it spawns, like right here's a tier 1 speed, a tier 1 EMP, and a tier 1 health. If you collect another one, it'll become a tier 2. And back here, we can see the tier 2 health is actually an aura that constantly heals you for inside that zone, whereas a tier 1 health deployable is a pad that's a one-time heal, or it respawns as 2-time heal. But
it's got a timer and it regenerates, but it's enough for just one person to pick that up, and it regenerates a little bit of health and will.
So there's a lot of positioning here. Just Like to Assassinate, I think they're trying to use their surveillance tower as bait. They're trying to find someone to go after. No one there is biting quite yet. So
those cameras in the bottom lane have been destroyed, and now Just Like to Assassinate is going to be going in for a nice gank.
Oh, poor Cyborg. Run, Cyborg. Okay, Cyborg's probably going to get away, but Poison Ivy, I don't know if she'll be as lucky.
Ooh, a nice root strike.
Yeah, really good root strike. Bought her a little bit of time. Cyborg was thinking about turning around. It's like, you know what? You're done for Poison Ivy. I can do nothing for you.
Poison Ivy has been getting beaten up on by Just Like to Assassinate's bottom lane.
She really has. They've really been targeting her, and it's one of those things where we talked about maybe Cyborg could be the guy who gets beaten up, but it's actually being Poison Ivy. I think you're just... It's kind of whichever target is easier to get to going for. But Poison Ivy... Oh, here's actually an attack on Shazam. The ultimate being used by Nightmare Batman, grabbing that kill. That was a very nice kill. That was their a very important one because they've been being bossed around the bottom lane. They need something to kind of show for losing the bottom lane, and doing some work up top is what they need.
Ketten has been really good with his Nightmare Batman ganks in the top lane.
He really has. He really has. He's been able to grab a kill. I don't think they're going to be able to turn this into a turret kill, not with Illyri heading up. Bottom lane, Cyborg's dancing, man. He's having fun. He's like, you know what? If I gotta chill, I'm gonna chill by the turret while dancing.
I think he's letting him know that he's not afraid. Yeah, he's been bullied around a little bit with this game, but he's not done yet.
Cyborg is never afraid. He can do some good, and they need him too. At least that's what he says when you pick him in load screen.
Yeah, I think they're relying on Cyborg to do some of most of their damage.
They really are. Cyborg's gonna have to be coming up big for them into later team fights. Looking at credits though, I mean, Cyborg and Poison Ivy have been bullied around so much in the lane that they're really far behind Sengo and Magic, or excuse me, Magic Freaks and Terminus. I mean, even Cyborg only has 2,400 credits, which is really, really low, and it's because they haven't been able to farm the drones. They've been under their tower the whole time.
Yeah, and then them being under that tower the whole time, they're only getting a 4th.
Oh, there's a Shazam ultimate. Batman.
Ooh.
Oh, he gets Atomic Wonder Woman, but he goes down as well. Nightbat escapes, so it's a 1-for-1, which I think Raw Materials isn't too sad about, given how poor the look for them when Shazam came in there.
Yeah, considering how that last game went, I think they're just fine with a 1-for-1 trade.
Oh yeah, I mean this game they really stepped up their game. I mean yes they're losing, but only by 3,000 credits. The kill to death is very close, and they're doing much better than they did last game.
And you see their Cyborg's doing his best to clear their drone wave as fast as possible so we can try and stop that turret and prevent Magic Freak and Terminus from, destroying their turret.
He's getting lower and lower, but he's trying to keep it alive for as long as possible. Once this turret goes down, it really gives the ability for a team just like to Assassinate to start pushing other lanes, because often what you do is when you kill a turret, let's say you have 2 bottom, you kill your first bottom turret, you don't always want to keep pushing bottom, because then you can overextend and get really exposed. But because you can push a bit and have so much space before your tower is then threatened, it gives you a lot of control over the Raider. It gives you the ability to really easily come to the middle and then push middle as well.
And speaking of that Raider, now you see Team Raw Material actually putting cameras there to keep their vision on that Raider.
Yeah, they're really starting to make a lot of heads-up plays with their vision. And look at this, actually. Cyborg's damage really coming out in a big way here. Harley, she's kind of trodden happily, but I don't know if I'd be so happy after it took half my life off like that.
I mean, you got Harley Quinn going in a 1v2 against Cyborg, of all marksmen.
Yeah, not what you want to really be doing. Should probably wait for that gas bat. He's going to head back home. And uh-oh, here comes Nightbat. His ultimate is up. He uses it on Leary. There's Zatanna as well.
Oh, and the bunny.
And that's enough to secure the kill.
Wow, that's the second time Leary's been taken out by Nightmare Batman's ultimate.
Yeah, he's done, one of the key things in Nightmare Batman, we didn't see him use last game because he was banned, is his ultimate, if you use it at the right time, it's such a strong way to try to secure a kill there. And Zatanna, I think, was hoping to save the bunny for a follow-up damage on Star Sapphire, but just decided to use it to secure the kill on Atomic Wonder Woman, which is probably the right call.
I think that's why you see Nightmare Batman banned pretty frequently, because he's able to ultimate and just take one champion out for that short period of time in a team fight.
It's so useful when coordinated well with your team. EMP is deployed. They're trying to put some damage on the middle turret. There's a Reclaimer there from Atomic Wonder Woman. Cyborg gets Shazammed on as well. We talked about how hard a time he would have staying alive, and it looks like it's still going true, but a heal wave goes off, and somehow they're all going to survive and get out of there.
It looks like it could turn bad for Just Like to Assassinate.
Oh man, Shazam, did he overstay his welcome? One more skewer from Zatanna. She lands it. And wow, the supposedly invulnerable man is looking kind of unhappy there. He's not even showing us his face. He's so ashamed of that.
He's so ashamed that he died with his cape over his face.
Yeah. We do see the Rapid go down. Cyborg did go down to Atomic Wonder Woman, but now here's Nightbat. Poison Ivy goes down. Nightbat is trying to get away. The Bat Scream does not quite secure the kill.
And he consumed there to really keep his life up just enough so he didn't go down with that Bat Scream.
Yeah, he actually might have died without that consume. That was pretty scary.
So now we see, I mean, Raw Material had a lead for a short couple of seconds.
They did. They had some good moves. It turned around though, and again, it's just like to Assassinate with a small lead. But like you said, Raw Material had a lead. We've seen some great moves from them. This game is still very close. This Raider's going to give another small advantage, just like to Assassinate. But is there any way? Actually, Harley Quinn has got to be careful. She could be picked off here.
Yeah, Harley Quinn definitely does seem to be extending a little too much for being at really low health.
Yes. Yes, she's been the most vulnerable one on the team in a number of cases here. I also really I want to see how the Batman pick comes into play, because he's one of those picks that We're starting to see actually him picked a bit more. There was a while where people didn't use him, but his damages can be so scary. There's an EMP, but a nice use of Rabbit on Harley Quinn. Doesn't quite get the kill, and Star Sapphire almost takes down Zatanna. But she survives, and you can say the EMP was almost wasted.
I think that the bunny was just right because it was able to prevent them from taking down that turret and really kind of keep Zatanna alive.
It was. When you see the EMP go down, you know they're going to commit, so using everything you can to try to buy time for the EMP to go away can often be the right idea.
Ooh, and there comes a Predator.
Is it going to be enough to use it to tank the turret? And it may be... No, the Predator goes down, the turret goes down as well, though, so definitely a worthwhile use of the Predator in that case. Oh, Harley Quinn! One more shot! Not going to get it.
Here comes the Reclaimer!
Oh, poor Poison Ivy. Can't she survive? Actually... Oh, the Bat Scream almost gets her! They're all so low, though. Harley Quinn pops her ultimate, but there's no one even near. Oh, Cyborg with the ultimate, but he's got a back way with Gas Bat in there.
Cyborg is a little too low on will to continue that engagement.
Yeah. Oh, man. Everyone's so close to dying. There's a Root Strike. Whew. Atomic Wonder Woman's got to be careful. Oh, he bats flights in here. Star Sapphire's there from above. Oh, a great root shield there by Poison Ivy to keep a Cyborg alive.
I think Magic Freak wishes he saved his Bat Scream for that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That would have been if he could have got in there. He might have gotten last shot off. Oh, look at this. He's circling around. Doesn't get it, though. And now actually trying to get Cyborg, but is he overextending? He's in it here. He has no support. Cyborg's going to turn around and go after him. And look at this. Zatanna's damage is so high. One more combo. She's not going to... Actually, she's going to try to cut him off. Can she do it?
Oh, she got the speed boost.
Is she going to speed boost herself? She's not getting herself the speed boost. Oh, she's going to slow him. That'll work just as well.
Ooh,
but no
vulnerability
combo.
is kind of to stop that skewer.
Yeah. And he gets away. Actually, does he? Nightbat's coming down. The ultimate is not available, though.
I don't think... Yeah, he's not going to be able to catch him.
He used... I think they killed Cyborg. He probably used... That's probably where the Nightbat ultimate went on. We kind of missed that. I think somewhere in the top lane... Or when I said Cyborg, I meant Shazam. Shazam went down. So it's even. 6 kills, 6 deaths from both teams. Raw Material is showcasing that Game 1 wasn't their true form. A nice little Tier 2 health regen camp. Or health regen ore. That's really helping them quite a lot. Look at Batman. He just won't even take any damage.
You got Nerdcore doing the Bonds of Love to pull Nightmare Batman back in.
Oh, Nightmare Batman trying to get away. The Bat Scream misses Nightbat. Atomic Wonder Woman is in hot pursuit. Meanwhile, we do have Harley Quinn. Oh, the Predator ultimate locks him down, saves Harley Quinn. Atomic Wonder Woman did get the kill on Nightbat. And man, Raw Materials gave up 3 there. Sabra goes down as well, and just like to assassinate, is showcasing why they won Game 1 with a great team fight there.
And just when we saw, the KDA tied between both teams, we just see a 4-for-0 for Just Like to Assassinate.
Yeah, that was very, very brutal. Really well played there. I feel like Raw Material, they had a really great use of a Tier 2 health drop. The problem was there was only 2 of them there, and they got collapsed on by pretty much the entire Just Like to Assassinate team. And then they were kind of coming into the fight one by one a little bit later. They were never all grouped together and ready to support each other.
So we get the Reclaimer off cooldown again, so we could see another one coming in anytime soon from Larry.
Oh man, that Reclaimer has been so vicious throughout this game. We'll see if it continues to do so. A lot of attack items coming in from Atomic Wonder Woman as well. Are there any items that strike you as odd that these players are building?
I personally think it's kind of odd to see the 2 marksmen in one lane combo with Harley Quinn and Gas Bat. You see him building... Now he's got Lobo's Chain.
Yeah, kind of an eclectic set of... Oh, looks like Batman. There's a Reclaimer being used to make sure Batman... there's no justice being served there. Just a dead bat and a lot of hacked up body due to a chainsaw. And that's another pickoff for Team Just Like to Assassinate. Raw Materials, I feel like they're starting to fall apart a bit. They were playing such a good game, but now they're being caught off guard, being picked off. Is this a situation where they really need to kind of mentally refocus even more than anything they need to do in the actual game?
Yeah, I think right here you see them losing their focus. They see that they're getting caught off. They're misplaced. They're out of placement. Batman's just there. They're not following with the EMP drones. They're falling behind, and they know it. And they need to just take a deep breath and refocus.
Oh, look at this. A great Nightbat ultimate onto Gaslight Batman, but the rest of the team isn't there. Now Cyborg comes in. But whereas Zatanna and Batman weren't in the picture,
Yeah, a 3v5 engage was not smart for Team Raw Material.
they had the perfect initiation, but no initiation's going to save you in a 3-on-5, and now Batman's caught off guard as well. They're just really just starting to fall apart. They're not coordinated. They're being picked off. And now it looks like Zatanna and Cyborg want to push in, but now it'd be a 2-on-5.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly had seen that Cyborg and Zatanna were back at the base, and a 3v5 engage was not smart. And now we see here, it looks like Cyborg's could be going down.
Oh no!
And this is the Shazam knockdown was able to take Cyborg out.
Yeah, that was really well done. There's Zatanna tried to turn around and get the kill on Shazam and got some good damage, but it wasn't enough there.
So it's there. We still got two people back at the base. You got Poison Ivy and Zatanna trying to save that bottom lane. I mean, do you think this is it for Team Raw Material?
They may lose this bottom lane turret, but you know, just like to assassinate, they need to do, if they want to close out the game, they're starting to get that big lead they had in game number 1. They're up at 12,000 credits, but to close it out, they need to be really on top of those EMP camps. I'd like to see them someone going up to that upper camp right now, maybe help Shazam push back Cyborg. And the other thing they need to do is I think they need to try to focus on trying to take down more turrets. They've been doing a great job picking people off winning team fights, but they haven't been capitalizing on that to then get an extra turret or some form of objective.
Oof, and that Reclaimer is able to save Star Sapphire.
Well, it turned into a bunny, but there's no other damage there.
I don't think Atomic Wonder Woman's afraid of Zatanna.
Not at this point. Not with 7-2 kill death ratio. And the bat scream doesn't quite finish her off.
But Lyra was smart enough to get out of there with Batman and Poison Ivy coming after her.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that combo. It's unusual that Batman and Poison Ivy would work together, but that doesn't mean they're not good at it. They're actually darn good at working together. They can find a common cause.
So I think the one problem here with Poison Ivy is that she's so low compared to the other champions. Like, Batman has 5 levels over her.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to do so much more damage.
Yeah, Gaslight Batman. Well, now she's level 10. She's catching back up slowly but surely. But the other big problem is if you look at the item she's going for the Logos, which is an item that can be really powerful if you get a lot of assets and you don't die. But if we're looking at her credits, you can tell she hasn't been getting those assets.
And you can see her deaths. She hasn't been able to stack Logos.
Yeah, so maybe not the item you want to get if you're having a rough game. Oh, Nightbat's being a little aggressive here. A little bold. The rest of his team went the other way around.
And you see here, they're split. Like, you get 4 and 1 completely split by the wall.
Yeah, at least he was able to get back, but he lost half his life for no cause, and now you can see he's already forced out of the fight. A great ultimate by Harley Quinn there. Shazam goes in there. Batman goes down. Nightmare Batman goes down. Poison Ivy goes down. Cyborg save him for last, but he goes down as well. And where was Zatanna? Well, she realized that wasn't going well, so she's going to just back away.
Another 4 for nothing for Team Just Like to Assassinate.
Oh man, this is not looking good for Raw Materials. This turret's going to go down in just a second. I think they could push on and get the dampener too. I'd love to see them. They got the EMP. They could even use it right now just to secure the dampener kill really quickly.
Yeah, I think we'll see it here.
Yeah, there it is. And wow, they actually are going for Zatanna. They take out Zatanna and the dampener.
Wow.
They may have to back away here as there's no more EMP and everyone's coming back, but they could easily... Oh, yeah, they're pinging back here. They want to get the Leviathan. They could definitely take that on right now. There's no way that Raw Materials, I think, can contest that.
Yeah, Raw Material needs to push these lanes back out, and it's going to give Just Like to Assassinate a free Leviathan.
Looks like they're going for it. They're going to wake it up.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is intimidating.
Yeah. You piss it off, and look at its damage. Atomic Wonder Woman bails. Harley Quinn's taking damage now. Raw Materials, they're all grouping up to take on a random jungle camp. And meanwhile, the Leviathan, it's going down, but it's putting up a fight. Look at all the damage it did.
Wow, Shazam and Harley Quinn and even Atomic Wonder Woman had to get out of there without dying.
Yeah. But now they can pick up the deployables, go back home, grab their credits and experience, and with 3 Leviathan drops, do they have any EMPs back? No, they have 1 EMP back at base. It's a tier 1, though.
I think they just dropped a tier 1 on that middle dampener.
Wait, did Shazam just drop his... Okay, no, he didn't have the Leviathan buff. I was like, I saw him pick up a speed buff. I was like, did he just... Because you can only have one deployable at a time. So if you have one of these Leviathan deployables...
You can't pick up
Well, you can. You'll just drop it, won't you?
Yeah, you don't want to drop the Leviathan one.
As a recommendation, don't do it when you're playing at home. The Leviathan deployables are hard to get for a reason. It's because they're really darn good. There's going to be another surveillance tower. Now, are they going to just push a lane or go for the kill down the middle?
I think they're going to just try to stay together as a team. That's really the only hope they have right now, because they've been caught off guard. They've been caught out of position too much.
It looks like, just like to Assassinate, is splitting up a bit. One thing that's really good, if you're really far ahead, like they are right now, like 25,000 credits ahead, they're ahead enough they can easily win a 4 and 5 out in the open. I don't see, even a 4 and 5, I think they could win. Doing a split push then is really good because you can put 4 you in one direction, and the other team has to defend that tower with their full team or they're going to lose, and then the other one can push somewhere else. And now it looks like there's going to be... Oh, Raw Materials is trying to catch off Magic Freak.
Ooh, I don't think he knew that 4 people would be there for Raw Material.
He bat-flighted in. He's like, I'll take you guys on. And then there's 4, and they actually... he uses the Leviathan deployable, so he doesn't lose that at least.
Yeah, he thought he was going to be able to take Cyborg and Poison Ivy, no problem.
Yeah.
Little did he know, Nightmare Batman and Zatanna was there.
He got bunnied and suppressed. But that means that we're going to take out one bottom turret. They're going to take out the Dampener as well.
Take out Dampener and Poison Ivy. Bonds of Love on Poison Ivy. I'm sorry, Bonds of Love on Zatanna.
Yeah, grabbing that kill as well. That's 3. Now, they still have that... No, they used the EMP earlier. But with all these Super Drones tanking the turrets, Cyborg is trying to split push. Now he's going back, realizing the team's in trouble. One Dampener goes down. Night Bat is trying to do what he can.
Ooh, Shazam goes down because Night Bat dropped the EMP to stop their drones.
There's the fireball from the Leviathan. You can see the damage it's doing when Cyborg kind of walks into it. Didn't really get too many champions there, but definitely looked a little scary. And the other last power core turret almost down. One more shot.
I think Harley's going to go for it.
There's the bat scream. Yes. She gets it.
Harley's able to get it, but I don't think she's going to be able to get out alive.
Well, let's see. She's wide. There's the punish.
Nightmare Batman's focusing on Lyrie.
Oh, Lyrie goes on. Harley Quinn is so low. Oh, Batman gets her with the Batarang. So, Raw Materials fighting back, getting a couple kills, but when you take a stock things, yes, they got a couple kills, but the middle dampener is still down. They lost one of their bomb turrets, their bomb dampener, and both power core turrets.
And now you got 2 lanes of siege drones coming in for the power core.
And they're going to have to fight without a turret, being down by 30,000 credits. So I think once Just Like to Assassinate groups up, without any defender's advantage of turrets, in fact, there's almost a disadvantage because the drones are so much stronger for Just Like to Assassinate. I don't know how Raw Materials can defend this next push unless Just Like to Assassinate gets kind of overconfident and kind of runs in one at a time or something like that.
I mean, you do see Gaslight Batman kind of hanging nearby the base all alone, but it looks like they're going to be going top lane to take out that last line of turrets.
They've got really nice vision, too. They've got the surveillance towers down here. They've got surveillance cameras and all these stealth pads up there. Another turret goes down in the top, and they're pushing forward. And, the thing is if Raw Materials tries to defend this lane too much, these siege drones will end the game. There's no power core turrets. These siege drones from the bottom and top have to be defended or they'll end the game, which means this dampener is very hard to defend.
And do they have and they have an EMP to drop down to take out this last dampener.
Yeah, I think... Oh, there's a Reclaimer coming in.
And here comes the EMP.
Yeah, Reclaimer going on Cyborg. EMP being dropped down. Zatanna goes down. Batman goes down. Cyborg goes down.
Poison Ivy goes down.
It's just a vampire left as Nightmare Batman tries to take on the team. But he runs back to his health fountain. The power core is going to go down.
And that'll be it.
Well, Nightmare Batman survived. That's the good news. He survived till the end, but they did go down. Just Like to Assassinate takes down the amateur show match on Wednesday 2-0. And that means they're going to get a bunch of free codes and some free awesome stuff. So I encourage all you guys, if you want to say, hey, me and my team, we want to compete. We want to throw it down on stream. We want to win some codes. Go ahead, go on the forums, sign up. You can see there's a thread there about Amateur Wednesday Fight Nights.
Yeah, other teams can come out here and do exactly what Just Like to Assassinate did.
Yeah, and you know what? Don't worry about losing because it's still fun. I mean, and you can see Raw Materials, the amount they improved from Game 1 to Game 2 and how good of a game they put up for the first about 10 minutes in Game 2, and then it started to crumble. But you can see how much they learned and improved just from one game here. And you learn so much more when you're playing a coordinated team than when you're just practicing on your own.
They looked like a completely different team up until that halfway point.
Yeah, they really did. I was actually really impressed with. After game 1, I honestly felt they were just going to fall apart to start, but they held it down. Up to the 10-minute mark, they were going even, and then it started to fall apart. But improvement is the name of the game here. That's it for today. Congratulations to Just Like to Assassinate, and a big thank you for both teams for participating in this event. It was pretty cool to see some of the changes from this latest patch as well. But that's it for us tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow on stream, and on Friday will be Kings of Crisis Weekly Finals, KGO against Team Inferno, fighting a money match in a best of 5.
We all fight for something. What do you fight for? Play now for free at infinitecrisis.com.